The Premier League is back. It will be coming out some point in August, and it's now time for our Premier League prediction for the 23 to the 24 season. So in 20th place, I've gone for Sheffield United. I feel like they've come up from the Championship, and I do not think the team will be ready. And obviously, have they got the right players to obviously stay up in the Premier League? So I do think they'll get 20th. In 19th, I've gone with Luton. Yeah, I think Luton have signed some players. Also sold some players as well. But I think I've got to go the same as Sheffield United. Like, I don't think the team will be as good enough. I think with the players they sign, I think they'll be good enough for the Premier League, but I think the actual team will not be good enough. For 18th place, I've gone for Nottingham Forest. This might be a surprise for some people because I don't think they're going to be as good as last season. Obviously, at the start of the season, they didn't have the best start at all, but then they got out of relegation and then they started playing a bit more better. But this season, I just think they're going to go down. In 17th place, I've gone with Burnley. Burnley are a great side. Obviously, they've got rid of Ashley Barnes. He's gone to Norwich. They've signed the Bolton goalkeeper, James Trafford. But I think the whole team will obviously just try and keep up, and obviously I think it's going to be a battle between them and Nottingham Forest, but I think they'll just stay up. In 16th place, I've gone with Bournemouth. Bournemouth are a great side last season, had a good season. There is, but obviously I do think that this season they are going to struggle with the passing and maybe the scoring because there is a lot of good teams who obviously have had a good pre-season. Even though they've had an okay pre-season, I do think that they'll only get 16th though. In 15th place, I've gone with Wolves. Wolves are a very good team. They've got some great players. Also, but some of them have obviously gone to Saudi Arabia, such as like Ruben Neves. And I think that's going to be hard for them this season. And I think this is why they're going to go down. I mean, not go down, sorry. I think this is why they're going to stay in 15th place. In 14th place, I've gone for West Ham. It's going to be like the same as Nottingham Forest, but I think they're going to do better. I think they're going to be like the same as last season. Obviously, I know Nottingham Forest, but I don't think they're going to do the same as last season than they did this season. But I do think West Ham are going to do the same. In 13th, I've gone for Crystal Palace. Yeah, I do think Crystal Palace are a great side. But I think obviously there's a lot of good teams in this league. Teams like Fulham, like Newcastle, Aston Villa, Brighton, Brentford, and I just think that that's going to make it more harder in this league coming up. In 12th place, I've gone with Everton. I think they're going to play better after the last two seasons they've had. I think it's going to be a brand new refresh for them, and I think the manager's actually going to stay with the club for the full season. In 11th place, I've gone for Fulham. Fulham had a great season last season, but obviously I do think that as the time's going on, I do think obviously that Mitrovic will still score goals. But obviously last season they had a great season. They beat so many great teams. But this season I think they're just going to struggle a little bit. But I think they will get in the top half up very, very close. In 10th place, I've gone for Brentford. Brentford were really, really good last season. They beat Man City on the final game. But I don't think they got... I think they might have got Conference League. I am actually sure. I haven't actually checked the Conference League who's in it yet, but I will be checking because I wonder if the groups are out yet, but I don't think they are. In 9th place, I've gone for Brighton and Hove Albion. Brighton are a great side. They were so good last season. They got rid of McAllister though, and I do think McAllister was obviously a great player. I think he was a good penalty taker. So I think it might not be as easy, but I do think they'll still get 9th in the top half of the table. In 8th place, now I've gone for Aston Villa. Aston Villa had a great season last season. I think it's just going to be really, really hard to obviously get into Conference League, and I do not think they will get into that. Hopefully they can do good and obviously not go into the second half of the table what they have done before, but hopefully they get into 8th. Hopefully I get my predictions right. In 7th place I've gone for Tottenham, and I feel like Tottenham are going to do better than they did last season, but obviously I think if they sell Harry Kane, obviously he might be going to Bayern. It's going to be a massive struggle for the club, and I think they'll have to sign a better striker and hopefully as good as Harry Kane. In 6th place, I've gone with Newcastle. I think they won't be as good as last season, but I think they're still going to be a great side. I think they're still going to work hard. Obviously, they signed Tonali, the Italian player, so I do think they'll still play as good as last season, but I don't think it will be as good. In 5th place, I've gone with Man United. In the last 3 games on the bounce, they've lost to Wrexham 2-0. I understand because that was your under 23 team. You've lost to Real Madrid 2-0 and then lost to Dortmund 4-3. I do think that's going to be a struggle for the club, and it's going to be harder now for Erik ten Hag to obviously know what team he wants to play. And obviously that is only club friendly, so it could be all wrong. In 4th place, I've gone for Chelsea. Yeah, I think they had a good pre-season. Great pre-season, actually. They won the Premier League save thing. Obviously, I don't think that was very important at all, but I think it was good for the players to get out and obviously see what they can do this season. In 3rd place, I've gone for Liverpool. I think they're going to be much better after last season. I think they're going to dominate the ball, obviously. I do think there will be a good player, Luis Diaz and Mo Salah. So they got rid of the captain, John Henderson, to a Saudi Arabian club. And obviously, there's a lot of people going to the Saudi Arabian club this year. Obviously, Ronaldo started it. But then obviously, Messi, he actually went to the American League to join Inter Miami. So obviously, in the big clubs now, they are starting to lose some of their big players. In 2nd place, I've gone with Arsenal. I think they was really, really close last season, and I think they're going to do the same this season. I think they'll work really hard as they did last season, but I do think they're just going to struggle. In 1st place, I've gone for Man City. Obviously, they got the winner. They won it 3 times in a row, I think, and obviously they won it before as well. They got the treble last season. Obviously, Man United have got the treble before, but I do think Man City took... Obviously, they got it last season. It wasn't like when Man United got it a couple years ago. Yeah, so that's my predictions for the 23-24 season. I hope you like and subscribe because we are obviously now on 6. I did put my championship ones out yesterday. I'm not going to be doing League 1 and League 2 predictions this year because I'm not bothered about those leagues. I'm going to be putting my championship predictions live at 9 o'clock on Friday, and my my Premier League predictions live at 10 o'clock on Sunday. So I actually hope you enjoyed it. Obviously, we really need some more subscribers. And if any of you watch my videos and you think that they're boring, then you could also maybe dislike, and then I'll obviously know, and then I can obviously change it to make you like again. Obviously, as soon as we get 10 subscribers, I think my videos will start getting better. Obviously, like I said, I might be getting camera for when we do FIFA videos and that. So, thank you very much for watching. See you soon. Bye.